Good evening and a happy Sunday. A little bit quiet in comparison on what we're gearing up for over the next 24 hours. This morning was nice with cloud cover around and a few quick passing showers, especially off to our west. If you remember, 7 years ago today, we actually had snow across southeast Louisiana and much of the region. But today, instead, we're topping out right above the 70-degree mark, so certainly above average, which is right around the mid-60-degree range. And as we head into the next couple of days, we'll stay above average as well. Not too far off of the sunset, and temperatures will fall a bit as we see less sunshine. Still lots of cloud cover in place, upper 60s at the moment, so we've come down about 2 degrees from our high. But you are going to notice a transition on not only the wind direction, but also a pattern as we head into the next couple of days. So right now on the North Shore, just a couple spots in the upper 50s. Otherwise, we see those 60s to low 70s across the area. And we'll see not only an increase in moisture, but also rain chances. You'll notice our dew point values are certainly higher than we've seen them in a while. And the higher that number, the muggier it feels outside. So right now we continue to see an eventual transition on southerly winds, always a sign of some moisture returning off the Gulf Coast and a more active pattern gearing up. We'll also see those winds pick up a little bit as, of course, we do have a couple of storms approaching, especially into late tonight and early Monday morning. So mostly dry as we head into the 10, 11, 12 o'clock time frame. And once we hit about 3 a.m., we'll start to see a couple of storms approaching from the west with additional heavy downpours in your forecast for early Monday during peak commute time. So overnight tonight, as you're headed off to bed, make sure that you do enable those alerts so that we can alert you in the middle of the night if there is a significant amount of rain in a short amount of time. And don't forget to pack that umbrella or your rain jacket as you're headed out tomorrow. Primary downpours will begin in the overnight period and continue until noon on Tuesday, but the biggest concern for street flooding is going to be tomorrow. So more than likely we'll see that neutral ground restriction on parking lifted. Just make sure you do park your car in a higher place than maybe usual tonight before heading off to bed. Here's that futurecast. It showcases a lot of that rain a little bit north and west of the immediate viewing area heading into the next couple of hours. And we'll continue with Baton Rouge seeing a little bit more activity than we do on the North Shore. But as we get into the overnight hours, everything starts to become a bit closer to home. So keep this in mind. You'll see those areas of red or orange with the heavier amounts of rain in a shorter amount of time. And then right around daybreak, we're going to see some really heavy rain coming across the causeway and in the New Orleans metro. That sticks with us into the afternoon time frame, and we'll continue to see it towards tomorrow night as well. So pretty consistent amounts of rain. Finally, a little bit of relief in the metro around the evening commute time frame, but we are going to continue to have that overall threat for 2 to 4 inches in accumulation. And then on Tuesday, yet another round of rain comes through in the morning ahead of the cold front that eventually cools us down for Wednesday into the end of the week. And of course, that is going to bring wind as well as really chilly conditions comparatively. So we do have a flood watch that is issued from 6 a.m. Monday until noon on Tuesday. Again, 2 to 4 inches in rain possible over an extended period of time, but we could see a locally higher amount in a short amount of time that does lead to some localized street flooding, not to mention always the concern of our infrastructure working properly. You'll notice the water vapor showcasing that big transition on an upper level low as it continues to move. And for that reason, we do have the flooding rain concern of both a slight and marginal risk. So the slight risk is the higher concern. You'll notice the North Shore, Metro, all the way down to the coastline included in this for tomorrow. You see that marginal risk otherwise a little bit further west, and then into Tuesday, all of this is going to jump further east. And that's because, of course, the storms will be moving east as well. We'll eventually say goodbye to it with the cold front arrival. But just note 2 to 4 inches in total possible. And of course, we could probably use a little bit of rain as we haven't had a whole lot over the last couple of weeks. So again, that cold front timing into Tuesday, bringing the heavy rain on the front end. And then we're going to see wind and much colder weather on the backside once that cold front pushes through those cooler conditions in place by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday. And that means we could even see some additional light freezes on the North Shore. So Wednesday morning, most spots waking up in the upper 30s to 40s. We'll see the low 40s north, mid 40s south. And here's Thursday morning with additional freezing possibilities on the North Shore. So you'll have to once again think about the 3 Ps, people, pets, and plants. South of the lake will stay in that 40-degree range. For the metro itself, a little bit cooler off to the west. So you'll be thinking about your plants as well as your pets and people on the North Shore, and you should be okay with your plants just where they are on the South Shore. But definitely going to gradually warm as we head into the end of the week and next weekend. So at that point, you'll see those above freezing conditions returning Friday as well as Saturday. And note the big drop off from the 70s to the 50s for highs on Wednesday and Thursday. We're back into the 60s and right where we should be for this time of year by the weekend. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride here in the weather department with something for everyone on the 7-day forecast. But just make sure that you stay weather aware, especially late tonight into early and late Monday, with everything calming down by Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into the weekend, absolutely gorgeous with lots of sunshine and chilly temperatures that feel seasonal back again.